Does your furry friend take over your bed every night? It's time to reclaim your space while giving them the comfort they deserve with the coldest, cozy dog bed. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description to buy now on Amazon.
In many ways, the 1990s were the heyday of TV, with the likes of Friends, Sex and the City and The West Wing transforming the television landscape as we knew it. And the 1990s are everywhere again, so it's a good time to catch up on anything you missed, or even have a nostalgic streaming binge. Here are selections of the top shows to watch right now. Superb gangster drama that won an incredible 21 Primetime Emmy Awards. Year, 1999 to 2007. Certificate, 18. Watch now on Sky. Watch now on Now. What a brilliant concept. A mafia boss suffering from panic attacks goes to see a shrink and enjoys talking about himself to the female psychiatrist so much that he stays in therapy for years. It's not his work that's causing the stress, it's his family, especially his vindictive mother and smug uncle, who barely treat Tony, James Gandolfini, as an adult. And as fast as he solves one psychological problem, another arrives. It's enough to drive a gangster crazy. Whatcha gonna do? The show racked up 21 Primetime Emmy Awards and is rightly exalted as one of the finest shows in TV history. It's hard to disagree, particularly when you look at the great supporting cast that surrounded the magnificent Gandolfini and the memorable characters they brought to life: Edie Falco as Tony's possessive wife, Carmela, Lorraine Bracco as his calm shrink, Dr. Melfi, Nancy Marchand as his disapproving, manipulative mother Livia, and Michael Imperioli as his hot-headed nephew Christopher. The finale was a piece of TV history, one that sharply divided opinion back in 2007 because of the way it handled the fate of its magnetic central character. But before you can decide whether you agree or not, you've got 86 magical episodes to watch. And, if you want to go further than that, the movie prequel, The Many Saints of Newark, features Gandolfini's real-life son, Michael, as Tony's younger self. Be warned, the trailer contains swearing. 6 series. Sweet and snappy New York comedy that's an all-time great. Year, 1994 to 2004. Certificate, 12. Watch now on Netflix. Has any series launched more careers than Friends? Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, David Schwimmer and the late Matthew Perry became and stayed household names because of this New York sitcom, which dominated TV culture while it was on and in the years after, while we waited, and waited, and waited, for the reunion that brought them back together and revealed, tantalizingly, that Schwimmer and Aniston had a major crush on each other while playing Ross and Rachel. That's important, as it explains why the will they won't they subplot involving those two characters, which began right from the opening episode, felt so real to everybody, because it was. That was just one part of what made Friends so successful. The joke writing on the show was second to none, the casting, and guest casting, fantastic, and the show is set at that time of life when everything seems possible. 6 friends, making their way in the big city, with everything in front of them. That's an appealing place to visit as a viewer. 10 series, the continuing adventures of 4 women in New York City. Year, 1998 to 2004. Certificate, 18. Watch now on Sky. Watch now on Now. Carrie, Samantha, Charlotte and Miranda were the 4 women having sex in New York City, but this hit show was about far, far more than their sex lives. Primarily, it was about the power of their friendship, as men came and went for some of the quartet more frequently than others. Samantha, we mean you. Clothes and shoes were another big driving force, especially for Carrie, whose wardrobe was about more than aspiration, it was a major expression of her personality. It was easy for some to be sniffy about such topics as fashion and female empowerment, but the show really didn't care and remained addictively entertaining, hilarious, honest, witty, and sharp over its award-winning 6-series run, even when tackling more meaty topics, such as Samantha's cancer diagnosis. After 2 spin-off movies that didn't exactly set the world on fire, Sarah Jessica Parker, Kristen Davis, and Cynthia Nixon reunited as Carrie, Charlotte and Miranda for the recent sequel series, and just like that. But Kim Cattrall's Samantha was otherwise occupied in Europe and couldn't join them for brunch. In other words, Cattrall said no. 6 series, Gillian and